don't know who needs to hear this, but y'all, listen, don't let nobody waste your time this year. Do not let these men or women, whatever, whoever's listening to this message, whoever this applies to, don't let these people waste your time. Because I think a lot of people think because you're at a certain age that you're desperate and that they can just treat you any old kind of way because you want to settle down and that's what you've, expressed to them when you first met them. No, sir. Just because I want to get married and have kids within 6 months doesn't mean I'm going to settle for your BS and for your bare minimum treatment. Because just like I got you, I can get somebody else. I need y'all to keep that in mind when you start treating women like they are not the prize, because we are the prize. So I need y'all to treat us as such for those of us that are deserving. So again, please do not let people waste your time, because just like you got that person, you can get another one.
Now, she know that's not true. A lot of these women who are leaving their relationships, they are not finding another man to replace the one that they just left. That's not true. That's not possible for all women, and she know that. And also, to real men who are self-aware, you are not the prize, ma'am. Men are. Because us as men, we can have 10 other women who look just like you.
So I recently came back into the dating pool and I keep hearing like horror stories about girls that are also dating and how they deal with very low effort guys. And luckily I don't really run into that problem. And I've been thinking about it, like, why is it that these beautiful smart girls like keep running into situations like this? And I really think it has to do with the type of behavior you allow to slide. Like for me, initially when they start messaging me or when I meet them right away, even texting, like I pay a lot of attention to the amount of effort. Like if they're texting me with like, yo, like, hey, like just like low effort stuff, like I immediately just like block them, because that's just not what I think I deserve.
Guys, what she's basically saying is she want a man who's gonna be very thirsty and anxious when he talk to her. Texting her messages like, hey beautiful, I hope you're having a beautiful day. No, she wants a man who's gonna be overly excited to be in a relationship with her or even talking to her. This is nothing but a woman's ego and arrogance.
I won't even give my attention to anyone that doesn't treat me with the utmost respect. And just, I'm not gonna say like, oh, give me princess treatment like right away. Like I just want just respect. Like, come on, like there's people out there that just like, I don't even attract those type of guys anymore. And like if you have a hard time with confidence, I want you to think about it this way. Like if you like think of a girl you really care about, or even your dad, right? Like if they were to see the messages that this guy is sending you, like would they approve? Or if this guy was messaging your best friend that way, would you be like, yeah, she deserves to be talked to like that? You know what I mean? If the answer is no, then that's a good indicator that this guy is low effort. And because I have gotten better at the selection process, I don't even end up on dates with guys that are just, on the lower tier where they're just like trying to play games. Like I really don't run into those guys anymore. Yeah. And I think when you are just more selective and you realize that you deserve better and you stick to your boundaries, your dating life is just a lot better and you attract way higher quality men, and it's great. It's great.
Why this man got to act like he's excited all day long? What if he's having a bad day? What if he just got some bad news at work or something? Like, this man has a life too. His mood can change. She should be more focused on texting and getting to know this man. But this is a young lady who thinks she can leverage her looks to get men to chase hard after her. She thinks she's a 9 or 8, and a lot of these women are 5s at best, but they got egos of 9s and 10s.
Going back out into the dating world, like casually dating people after being in a long-term relationship is wild, because I was in a 10-year relationship and then I went back out into the dating world, and like it's so perplexing, it's so confusing that someone's not in love with you. And I know I'm delusional, hear me out. Like, what do you mean, sir, that you're not in love with me and that you don't think about me every second of the day and want to text me at all hours of the night and want to send me memes and TikToks and cuddle me and go do groceries with me? What do you mean you don't want to sit next to me while I get my manicure? What do you mean you're not in love with me?
Yeah, the new guy you're dating or talking to, he's not your simp ex.
And it's like, you're so used to someone being in love with you that you don't understand how someone's that you're talking to is not. Like, you forget that you don't know this person and they don't know you like that. And girl, they're not going to be in love with you automatically. That shit takes time. It's wild. Like, what do you mean, Pookie? What do you mean you're not in love with me? Love me.
The number one insult that a lot of men like to use against women is, that's why you single. That's y'all number one insult that y'all love to say to a woman. Well, that's why you single. That's why you don't have a man. It's so easy to get a man. The only thing you got to do is have low standards, don't require much, have low self-esteem, and be willing to pay 50% to majority of the bills and to allow him to do anything. And in this day and time, you can have a man. Majority of the women that you see that are single and have been single for years, majority of them, the reason why they've been by themselves for years is because they won't accept anything. Those are some of the best women. They won't accept anything. They won't allow a man to breadcrumb them or give them the bare minimum. And they stand down 10 toes on what they want. And a lot of people run around judging them, making it seem like it's something wrong with them. Baby, that woman know what she want, and she's not moving up off of her beliefs, her morals, and everything that she has prayed for in a husband. You must understand that. During my time of dating, even still to this day, if a man was not matching the description or fitting the description of what I wanted in a husband, he was a no-go. If you weren't speaking the kind of language that I wanted you to speak, if you weren't treating me the way that I wanted to be treated, if you even as much use slang that I didn't like, you had to go. And I know that a lot of people may say, well, that's harsh, or that, that's wrong. But if you're doing things that are not right to me, and I look at you and I say, you know what, my husband wouldn't do this to me, or my husband wouldn't treat me like this. The man that I prayed for and everything that I want in a husband just doesn't match this person's action, or I know that my husband wouldn't do that to me, it's a no-go for me. And a lot of men are the same way when it comes down to women. If it's just something about you that man just can't agree with, or he sit up and say, you know what, that's not what I would want in a wife, he will not marry you. He will not marry you, or he will prolong the relationship until he find the woman that he actually wants.
Y'all, I miss Uncle Kev. Yes, Kevin Samuels. I miss him. If y'all didn't hate me before, I know you're going to hate me now, but I do. I miss his content. I miss his truth. And I know so many women, especially black women, could not stand him. But it was about the truth. That was what it is. I realized as I share my content, speak up, use my voice, people don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth. His delivery, everyone didn't love it, right? But did he tell any lies? No. There was no lies told. And I think that that's the problem, that we cannot get our ears to work to really comprehend that no matter if you don't like it, where's the lies? There's no lies being told. There's the truth, there's reality, and unfortunately, there's a lot of black women, we don't live in reality. And I think that at the end of the day, I received the message, and I believe the overall message was for black men and women to meet each other on your scale. If you're average, find your average man, got your kids, a man who gonna love you, take care of you and your kids, boom. But no, we are the women with multiple kids, multiple fathers, and we think we're supposed to just go out there and find a millionaire to just take care of us because we say so. It's unrealistic. It doesn't make sense. You have a good man who's willing to love you and your children, but no, he don't make enough money. He don't got this, he don't got that. You're average. Find your average man. That's cool. Average is cool. But again, it was the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. Black women, unfortunately, do not like the truth, and that is what is damaging our community, as I say all the time. We don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to be told what to do. We don't want anybody to try to elevate us. And if you speak the truth, they're going to hate you.
I agree with this lady. I think a lot of people miss Kevin Samuels. Like, I know it's been a couple years since he passed, but let's not forget that Kevin Samuels on YouTube and on Instagram Live, he would pull in at least 9,000 to 10,000 people watching his live stream. And for a lot of women, even though they talked about they didn't like his tone or his delivery, they still would tune in and listen to this man as if they was listening to a father or uncle figure. Even though we saw a lot of hate from, just negative women after he passed, there was a lot of women on social media crying and expressed how much he actually meant to them. So this woman here is speaking straight fact. A lot of people do miss the level of conversation that he was having with a lot of the women, and not only the black community, but, women, period. But that's all I got in this video. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about what this lady here had to say. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one.